So viewers, we're at the very last day of 2023. It's New Year's Eve. Here we are once again at Heath for the Heath Classic Car Club event. I think we'll only make one part this time. There's not as many cars as there were last time because the forecast was really bad, but nevertheless we'll enjoy ourselves. I do apologise if I fall over, if I get things wrong, if I generally make a hash of it. I'm afraid it's just the way that it goes on this channel. First of all, this is an Austin 7. This is a 7 Ruby. I think this is from the late 30s. I really like the look of these. I've been kind of asked to try to get one of these on the channel, but I don't really like driving pre-war cars. They're not really kind of my sort of thing. This would be my sort of thing, viewers, if it didn't have an engine in it we can't discuss on the channel because we don't talk about diesels. Thank you, Mayor of London, and all your friends around the country for your optional emission and clean air zones. How about this though, a nice TVR S2. I think those are actually Ford Escort Mark IV rear lights. They've actually got a Ford emblem on them. Another Ford thing about this car is the engine. It's a 2.9 Cologne V6 in this, I think. And we've got door handles that look very much like a Mark I Granada or a lot of the Mark II and Mark III Capris, I think. Very lovely. This one is an 89 to 90. I love the sort of classic look of this. I think we've got original invoice actually on the dash this time. That wasn't there before. I don't know if that's a beige leather interior. No, it's not. It's not an olive one. From Car Shelton, 1989. There we go. TVRS. I think yeah, it's an S2. Very nice. Someone must have been very happy with that back in the day. This is a 1960 Panhard PL17. This is actually a UK right-hand drive car. They're exceptionally rare, these. It's part of the collection that is owned by a gentleman by the name of Jim and his family. I've given him permission to look inside. We've actually also been offered a chance to drive this at some point in the new year, which I think I will take up on the kind offer. Where on earth is the gear lever in this? Is it on the steering column? Yeah, it must be. Umbrella handbrake. It's funny, the doors open the other way you'd expect. Let's try the back one. See if we can get a better look inside. I'll use my knee to pull this open. It's quite a stiff door, that. There we go, that's better. Gosh, there's not an awful lot going on in the interior, is there? There's not much going on apart from a beret. Very French. Panhard was bought by Citroën, I think, around 1965. And so the name disappeared on production cars, but continues on some of the military vehicles to this day. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to that in the new year. Also, something we'd like to drive in the new year, but I don't know if it will happen, is this Bentley Turbo RL. I think it's a 95 or a 96, this one, and of course it's got a very, very nice cream interior with wood. That is absolutely delicious. The Bentley 8 that I drove, the 86 one, is an older version of this. This is a longer car, tends to be L, and that is absolutely and utterly beautiful. I love the colour of that. It's very nice. So we got these minis that were here last time as well. Very late mini pickup, Bentley 95, sort of 81, 82 on an X. As I always say, right away through with production of these, they have the house-style door handles, the exposed hinges, sliding windows, and of course the pressed steel grille. Again, we saw this when we were here on Boxing Day as well. Yeah, 95 was the name, sort of right at the end. Very early Mini Mayfair, 82, 83 on a Y. This is actually a really, really original spec car. I think the only thing that's different is the wheels. Everything else, interior, steering wheel, Austin Rover badge, everything is kind of the same. In 1993, I remember going in one of these. A friend of mine when I was at prep school, his mother had one of these, a black one like this. It was a bit later, maybe in 84, but nice to see that. Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2 with headlamp wiper action, 1978-79 on a T. Black interior on this one. What is that? Oh my gosh, it's like an old car phone in there. That's crazy. And we got some music playing in there. I better not get too involved in that. We don't want to copyright infringement on this channel because I will get demonetized, which is not fun. Yeah, Silver Shadow 2. A couple of minis here. This one is a Mark II. This is a Cooper with the, let's get this right, the 1275cc engine. Can't remember if this is a Morris or an Austin, a grill will show, but it's a Morris one, 68-69. And then this is a later one. This is a Mark III, 72-73, Mini 1000. Original interior colour clear was lime flat, but someone's fitted some more comfortable seats. I think they're off a 90s Cooper, actually, those front seats, which I don't blame them for doing, because mini seats aren't necessarily the most comfortable ones anyway. That steering wheel is actually the same as in a lot of the cars they used in the Mr. Bean series in the 1990s, because that's supposed to be, I think, a 77 or 78 Mini, that one. Ooh, a Porsche. Now, is this a 911 or a 912? We'll take a look at the back. It's a very early one, either way. 1966 plate, this one. We'll take a look. Yeah, it is a 912, so it'll have a 1.6 engine in it from the 356, which is the sort of lesser model. Still very nice though. Lotus Exige 2001 to 2 registration. I think at the time they were still using the K series. Yep, all filler cap, dead giveaway. Still a K series at the time. Later on, of course, a Toyota engine, but at this time, still using the old Rover K series. Couple of Ford Crown Victorias. They're both 2011 models, so they're the last year actually that they were made. Look at this, isn't that absolutely wonderful? Such a variety of stuff that's here. I'm going to have to somehow insert myself into that gap between this Austin Westminster and the Range Rover. We'll do that in a second. I think this Range Rover has a V8 in it. I do hope so, because otherwise we'll be in trouble with the Mayor of London once again. It's a manual, this one. You get a manual or an auto, of course, on these. I don't know. 89.90. And no, I'm not allowed to say about the person who used to own several of these viewers. That connection on this channel is banned, so we're not going to say it. 72-73, I think this is an SE5 or SE6, I can't remember now. Very nice though. Right, let's insert ourselves in this little gap between the Austin Westminster and the Range Rover. It's interesting, I didn't realise they'd made an estate version of these. I didn't realise that at all. That's interesting. I think this is an A99, judging by the plate on this. I'm not entirely sure. So we've had a sort of kind of go up painting the roof as well, which is good to keep the rust out. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Westy. Yes, that's what they used to be called back in the day when tons and tons of these were banger raced. Yeah, there we go. Look at that amazing kind of steering wheel with the horn ring on it. Right, we will move on, viewers, to this 2001. Hello, Mr. Bill.
Hello.
Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power Channel is also here today. 2001 BMW E39. It looks like an M Sport. I don't know if this is an M5. Probably not with an automatic gearbox. Probably like a 535 or 540 maybe, actually. Yeah, that's from 2001. Let's actually continue down here. Look at this Cadillac Eldorado. I think this is a 1971 Eldorado. Look at the size of it. It just does not fit into a normal parking space at all. It just doesn't fit. It's fantastic. I bet that's got the softest suspension in the world as well. Next to it, more American stuff here. 1985 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. I remember seeing these in dozens and dozens of these American films in the 80s and 90s. I bet this thing's really fast as well. I bet that's quick. It's such an iconic look, isn't it? My preference though would probably be this Aston Martin DB7 Vantage from 2001. That is rather nice. Still got the old Mazda 323F tail lamps on it. And various 4-bits. Ooh, viewers. A beige leather interior with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior. That would be a most agreeable car to drive, I think. That would be very nice. Then we got some Jaguar action here. This is one of the later car's based on a Mark II platform. Jaguar 340 this would be. The Mark IIs have different bumpers, very late ones, so 67, 68, I think these finished in 68. The Daimler that's around here somewhere, which is based on the same platform, they made those a little bit later. But very nice colour indeed actually. I love this colour on those. Yeah, Jaguar 340, I was right. It still says Mark II as well, so I'm a bit confused, never mind. And we've got SK150. Can I get down here past the shopping trolleys? I think I can, there we go. SK150, there we go, with the Moss gearbox I think. So the early E-types I think have the same gearbox as this one. A lot of people do change the gearboxes for 5-speed units with all synchromesh, which is not a bad idea really. Maserati here, again I'm not quite sure what these are called. I know the coupe was called a 3200, I can't remember what these were called now. My Maserati knowledge is incredibly bad, which I do apologise, viewers. We get things wrong all the time. This wouldn't be the Shambolic shuffles if we don't make lots and lots of mistakes. But that looks very agreeable, isn't it? What colour's the interior actually of this? Is this like a biscuit interior? It's a very kind of dark biscuit colour. It's not a beige one. 1965 Morris Minor convertible, or Tourer I think actually they were called. I do apologise for the wind noise as well, viewers, it's just all part of the fun here. This one has got the correct steering wheel actually. That was introduced in October 64. That we saw was the other day actually. Not as big as an event as it was the other day, which means we won't have to make 2 parts, but that's fine. 1968-69 Daimler V8 250. Last year of production for one of these. This has again got a biscuit interior. It's an auto. Yeah, I think it's an auto. This one. Yeah, there we can see the little display. A bit better than a one that Alex Kirsten found in that collection, isn't it? That's what it would look like if it was all done up. 1960 Skoda Octavia. This one actually last year went from Warsat, which is near here, all the way to Edinburgh last May. Where's the little thing? The little thing has been removed, unfortunately. But yes, 1960. It's in such nice condition, that. So we have the E-type replica thing. This is, if you look it up on a check site, it will say 71, but it's based on an S-type, which is a bit strange. But there we go. Somebody's actually sort of made that, which I can't believe. If it's a replica, it's an extremely good one. More, I think, on my taste though, is this 1993 Jaguar XJS convertible, complete with a beige leather interior and wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Someone's put a modern stereo now, which is very sensible. Lovely colour, dark red. I have driven an XJS convertible. It was in 1991. This is a bit different from that. I think I prefer the later ones personally, like this, but very nice. XK8, very, very nice. Again, it's quite an early one on a P actually. They came out, I think it was 96 they came out. I think they were on N once they came out. This is quite an early one. 96, 97 registration. I do like that very much, viewers. Do we have a cream leather interior in here? Yes, we do, with wood. Very nice. Gosh, it's a bit crazy down here with people sort of doing shopping on New Year's Eve. Now, moving on to something else from the 90s, very nice. 1991, 1992, Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III GSI 2000, which I know a lot of you love. Yeah, 92, this one is. A lot of, thank you. The Mark III Cavalier I drove earlier this year was not as nice as this one. It was a 1.6L. This is a bit faster than that, with the red top I think in this one. That'll be fast, won't it? Fantastic. And a lot of you love these 90s Vauxhalls, so do I. Very nice, thank you.
I sort of kept going.
And we'll go on to, I think actually from here to here, Lotus Esprit from 1995 with a beige leather interior and wood, and the gearbox from a Renault 25. I think this is just before they introduced the V8 model. V8 came out I think in 96. It looks kind of similar. We've got actually shared components in this with the Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III door handles in this Esprit, which is fantastic. 2 M100 Elands are here today. This yellow one, and the turquoise one we'll talk about in a second. This is a much earlier car than the other one. This is a Series 1. I believe this is a turbo. Yeah, boost gauge in that. The normally aspirated ones were very, very rare. They didn't make many of those. But yeah, Series 1, 90 to 1991. That looks fantastic. Whilst we're here as well, we'll avoid that glass of beer and we'll go and have a look at the other one. This car was actually made in 1992. It was registered in 1994, and it is, how do I put this? It was made as a Series 1, but actually it was made later to look like a Series 2 for promotional purposes. So yeah, 92, but I'm sort of going to call it a 94, because it looks like a Series 2, apart from things like the door locks. And, oh, so sorry. There's always a possibility of a crash into something, viewers, and that was what happened just then. I've actually been offered a drive in this, if you can believe it. I've been after one of these for some time, and a very kind chap called Dave says I can drive this next year, and I'm very, very excited indeed. Yeah, that is quite a coup. The Isetta that we saw last time is leaving now. That's a 59 Isetta. Just got it before it left. So here is the Mercedes SL, the R1 7300 SL. We saw 89, this will be only 89, but one of the very, very last this one will be. Quite amazing. Look at the condition of that. Then we've got the 1964 Citroen DS 19. This was made in South Africa, this car. It is a manual. It's one of another of the collection of Jim, like the Panhard, and another car we'll see later. Again, I've been after the chance to drive this in the new year, which I hope I'll be alright, because look at that brake pedal, or the brake button. A bit scary. But yeah, in lovely condition. Absolutely lovely. And we look forward to it. Hopefully I won't die, but I'm sure I won't. I'm sure I'll be fine. Next to it, 1958 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud. I can't remember if this is a 1 or a 2. I think it's a 1, but I'm not entirely sure. You can see why they parked the Isetta behind this, because otherwise that takes up 2 parking spaces, because it's a little bit on the long side. But of course, if you have the Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, you can you know, get someone else to move out of the way, can't you? 1964, I think this is. Renault 8 Gordini. What a lovely car. Beautiful, rally prepared. When we saw this last time, that is just absolutely and utterly exquisite. So, AC cover replica, of course, that's a 1992,000 plate, so not an original one. Look at that windscreen, that's pretty crazy. And a lot of gauges, like more gauges than you'd ever possibly need in your entire life, I think. There's another cover replica somewhere, we'll look at that in a second. That is rather nice. 1971-72 Rover 3500S. Interesting interior colour. Look at that interior colour. Amazing. Like a lot of the S's, this one is a manual. The 3500s tended to be automatic. The S's tended to be manual. Police used to prefer these. Look at that amazing sort of colour scheme with the vinyl roof. Same year, this Escort, 71-72 Escort 2-door, with some very flared arches and a tiny little window. I think we are most certainly modified for competition in here, which is good. Value is increasing as I walk around it, as they always do. Very nice Aston Martin. Did we see this last time, this Vantage S? I think we did. I forget what year this is now. But yeah, that is rather nice. It reminds me of the day back in July when I drove a DB9 Volante on a track. I couldn't film it, I wasn't allowed to, but that was pretty special. That looks pretty special too. As does this TVR Griffith, 92-93 on a K. Ooh, and a nice cream leather interior as well. Ooh, with wood. Very nice, viewers. Those look like Ford, what are they, Vauxhall? Yeah, no, Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III bits in here, like the Lotus is. We've got the indicated wiper stalks and the electric window switches as well. Superb. We like that. That's a very, very nice colour. Got some trikes here, both from about 2000 and about 2007. They look fun. locally registered Triumph Stag. His CG was an old Southampton plate until about '74, and then later transferred to the Bournemouth and Salisbury area. Once you sort these cars out, and you can easily quite sort them, then they can run really well. Obviously there are inherent design flaws with them, but you can do something about it these days. So club support's really good for these cars. I very much enjoyed the one I drove back in May. It was also automatic like this one. That is superb, 75, 76. This is a car that I think we saw towards the end of last year. This one, 72, 73 Fiat 128 300 Sport L. They made two versions of the Fiat 128 coupe. One was the sport version, which is like a saloon. We also made the, is it Tre Porta, something like that, which is with a hatchback. Locally registered this one. And here comes an MG Midget. Same year as a lot of cars here, 71, 72 on a K. Superb. That is a really rare car actually. 90s Mini here, 90 to 1991 on an H. What that sort of life as, I don't know. It's certainly not standard now, is it? Better headlamps on this one. Do we have twin fuel tanks in this as well? Oh, that Monte Carlo starting up. No, just got a single fuel tank. Listen to that though. Gosh, one thing you can't do when you're watching this video view is smell it, but it smells brilliant. Fabulous. I'll just let him pull off. There we go. And then we got this Nissan Figaro. They were all, I think, made around 91. This is an earlier one on an H. I forget the name of this colour, but this was one of the original four colours. This one's in really, really nice condition, nice cream interior. Based on the K10 Micro, but with a turbo. We never got the K10 turbo micros in this country, but most of them seem to have ended up here for some reason. I'd like to try one of these at some point. 1991, 1992 Ford Fiesta 1 litre bonus. Oh, there's that TVR. Some V8 action. Not in this one. 1 litre bonus. I don't know what the bonus specification got you apart from some wheel trims. I think that actually might have been it. I think that's all you got was some wheel trims. Again, very basic Mark II Fiesta here. We saw this last time on Boxing Day. 88, 89. I think this is a 1.1L or something. Yeah, we got the fancy dash in this, so it is of the L. The larger engine actually in this one. Then going back, Mark I Fiesta 1.3L, 81, 82 on an X with some distinct wheels. Oh, another one of these TVRs. This is even better than the last one in my opinion. Look at that, viewers. Dark green with a cream leather interior and wood. Yes, viewers, I do enjoy myself sometimes, don't I? 911 Carrera. See if we can get right what model this is before I get comments. I believe that is a 997. Can't remember what year that is. And we've got one of these Porsche 356 Speedster replicas. Beautiful, isn't it? 356. It's probably a replica though. It's most. Yeah, most.
There's one actually going online actually. Car and Classic. It's only 314,000.
That's beautiful. It'd be a replica of this one. It's a very nice replica indeed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it has a beige leather interior. Obviously, that's the best.
It doesn't have a big engine. I think there was something like 1500 cc.
Yeah, that's right. This is a replica though. This is not an original one.
Yeah, they were like 1500 cc, but it's so aerodynamic and also wide.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
2006 Z4. This is the 3 litre version. Another one of these 356 Speedster replicas. This is an older replica, I think, from the other one. Got 911 wheels on this. Again, I'm not sure which company made that, but That's it's a 1.6, which I can believe it'll be a
1.6,
yeah,
yes.
be a Volkswagen engine.
It was the most powerful model, 1.6.
That's
they
it.
also had 1.3 and 1.5, but it's perfectly adequate for a car of this weight and with this aerodynamics. It's perfectly adequate.
Yeah, I thought so. Next one, Triumph TR8. We saw this actually on Boxing Day as well. This one is a really late one. 81, 82 on an X. TR8, yeah, TR8. Yep. That's it. Right, that radio's on the way out. That is definitely V8, excellent. Definitely V8.
Looking at it at first, I would have thought it's a TR7.
No, TR8. Then another car from Jim's collection actually. This is 72, I think he said E-Type. We saw this the other day as well.
Series 3.
Yeah, with a 5-speed gearbox in it. This one actually, which is a lot better. He said I can open the door. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, and completely of a beige leather interior. He also said I can have a go in that, which is very nice of him. I think I might take him up on his very, very kind offer, because I think a lot of you might like to see that. I have driven an E-Type before. I drove one 4 years ago on my channel, but virtually nobody watched it, which is most disappointing. Never mind. 2001 to 2002 Porsche Boxster S. This is 2.7. I get confused about this sort of thing, viewers, I'm afraid. Well, 6-speed gearbox in that. That looks like fun, doesn't it? This sort of yellow colour. Yeah, we've still got the original sort of indicators. Did they have these orange indicators by 2001 or 2002? Can't remember. Mark 3 midget here, 71, 72. We saw that earlier on, and also we saw it on Boxing Day. Probably still got the original 4-speed gearbox in it from Morris Minor, I think it is, which doesn't have synchronization first, which is most annoying. Later ones had a Triumph gearbox in them. Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG. This is the 204 shape. I think it will probably be around 2013 actually, even though it's a personal plate. And here's another one. Because why not? Very fast, viewers, and very loud. It's not quite my sort of thing. There we go. I imagine that Passat's got the wrong engine in here, so we won't talk about that. How about the previous generation of Mercedes CLK, I think this is. I think this is the 209 shape, this one. See what engine we've got in here. Yes, it's a CLK 655 AMG. I can't remember what year that is now. Yep, that's when we dodged that Passat. AC Club replica. I don't know what year this is. Some year. But that is it's rather nice as well. It's got 67 68 plate on it, but it won't be from there. And GTO Mitsubishi, known as a 3000 GT in this country. This is an import, so GTO 1993, 1994 on an L. Twin turbo. Yes, please. And a Series 3 Jaguar XJ6 4.2. Yes, please, viewers. We like this very much. We prefer if it was a Daimler, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Most certainly. Very, very agreeable indeed. 82, 83 on the Y. Must be one of the sort of last cars made of this kind of vinyl roof. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. I do apologise for the interruption while I was trying to film that session back there. I wasn't quite expecting to have some commentary with me. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you in 2024 for more incorrect information. Happy New Year to you all.